Hey Super Cruisers, it's Frank and Kevin from Cruising with Wheels.
Who wants to visit a floating city? Let's talk about the Maldives.
The Maldives is an archipelagic nation nestled southwest of Sri Lanka and India. It's located in the Indian Ocean, and it's also the smallest country in Asia at 35,000 square miles.
Now, the Maldives is building a floating city so that rising sea levels can never destroy it. This year, the Netherlands-based company Dutch Docklands will aid the government of Maldives in creating a floating city.
Most island nations in the Indian Ocean will face a threat of being underwater at some point in their existence due to rising sea levels. But what if there was a city that could float? A city that would be on the ocean but would forever rise with the levels of the sea. Interesting.
Now, the city has been a work in progress for years now, believe it or not, and will finally start production this year with an estimated completion date in 2024. The floating city is located 10 minutes from the capital of Male and will be able to house up to 20,000 people. Throughout the city will be a collection of residential homes, schools, shops, and restaurants, along with winding canals and streets of water.
That's kind of cool.
It's cool.
I know.
Sounds like a little Venice.
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, Venice, yeah, by itself, an island. Now, the prices to live on the very first floating city will be upwards of $250,000. That's a lot of cash.
I mean, it's not too far off from...
Now, which the government hopes will serve as a luxury vacation home for the rich. That part I'm not liking. But also be a realistic price point for the Maldive locals. How much do these locals make?
Well, the Maldivians, as they're called, have a strong relationship with the sea. So living on the water is aligned with their culture.
I can see that.
And history. The city characterizes as a boating community, using the canals as main infrastructure for logistics and gateways. And by doing so, reducing land-based movements to walking and biking on natural white sand roads.
Cool.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. There are no cars allowed, only bicycles and electric noise-free buggies, which you'll be walking or riding on poopfish poop. Parrotfish poop. Right? Because we knew that.
I know.
That's
those
the white sand.
Parrotfish poop beaches. It's a great idea. Sounds a little expensive and exclusive. I know they have a relationship with the sea. Apparently they must be finding lots of treasure to be able to afford this.
It's kind of reminiscent of the Kevin Costner movie Waterworld.
Yeah, where the oceans kind of take over everything and everyone's kind of living on the water.
So interesting.
Yeah, now again, they're getting started. They got a couple of years to finish this. So let's take a look at some of the design renderings for this futuristic project. Thanks for joining us for another exciting video. It was a pleasure when we find things that we think are interesting to bring it to you, because I never heard of this. So now you know what we know. Now remember, don't just watch our videos, become a regular Cruising with Wheels family member. Hit that subscribe button and also that little bell next to it, and you'll get automatic notifications when our videos go live and when we go live every other Sunday.
If you have an idea for a video for us to do, simply email us at
cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com.
But you can also find us on other social medias like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. But until next time, we want everybody within the sound of our voices to remember,
Travel safe
and cruise often.